Cherie Hanson here. Today, I want to talk about the question, a deep, searing question you need to ask yourself. What kind of spice are you? What kind of condiment? When you go out into the world, you have an opportunity to spread joy. You have an opportunity to be authentic. Most of us are walking around like we're in a Christmas pantomime. We're wearing a mask like a Mardi Gras. We are pretending. We are hiding the parts of ourselves that we are afraid of. And we are in a place where we just don't trust ourselves. That's the basic problem. Don't trust ourselves. But something I've been trying lately, I wouldn't say lately, I'd say for the last year, it's working so well, is I have an urge. I have a desire. I like to think about pixie dust, like the world is out there, just people are trudging through the apocalypse, in mud up to their knees and that kind of thing. And I want to allow myself to be authentic, not be afraid. When I went to the grocery store the other day, there was a guy who was kind of, I think he was listening to music in his earplugs, and he was like dancing, and I came up behind him and I said, "Oh, good. Is this the dancing checkout? I've been trying to find it." And he turned around and he was already high vibe, because I came up to him telling him that what he was doing was wonderful, not weird, not strange. He was in a state of joy, and I recognized it. So this is the thing I am doing that makes my life 400% better. Really, honest. And that is, if you see something that you really appreciate in another person and you say it, the other person vibes up higher. And also, the other person trusts themselves to do the same thing. I'm thinking, I really like what that woman's wearing, or I like her perfume, or I like that guy. He seems like a really sweet man. But I don't dare say it, because the only thing you can say is something that is like a cat of nine tails or something. You're allowed to joke with somebody else. That's a vicious attack disguised as a joke. That's fine. You're you're given permission to be grumpy and dislike people. That's fine. That's normal. That's good. And I was at Home Hardware the other day, and there's a woman behind the counter, and every time somebody came up to her checkout, every time somebody came up to buy something, she said, "Oh, thank you. I hope you enjoy this. I hope this is what you wanted. Thank you so much." And they would give her the Visa or money, and she'd say, "Thank you." But she said it in a way that was so genuine. It was so authentic. It wasn't like one of those canned recording AI voices that you often get. Like, I'm trained to say this. She genuinely was offering love to people who came to her checkout. And I said to her, "I love the way you treat customers. It's so kind. It's so warm. You're wonderful." And she stopped dead behind the counter, and she said, "Oh, thank you. I'm trying to do that. And so she got reinforcement for her intention to make the world a better place. Now, how many ways can somebody make the world a better place? So many ways, so many ways. They can, the way they dress, the smile, the stepping aside to let you in, or somebody's in a line. There was a guy with crutches the other day who was behind me in line holding 3 objects, which I know he couldn't hold very long. And I said, no, you go ahead. And he goes, really? I'm thinking, yeah, really? So you are out there on purpose. You're out in the world on purpose. And the thing is, it's like redecorating where you live. If you paint brighter colors, if you hang, lovely curtains or blinds, if you have essential oils in your environment, you feel better. The world is our environment. When we go out, it's really very, very powerful to decide to be an appreciator. Just appreciate. Left and right, all over. You see something you like, you see something somebody's doing, tell them. You're not going to get knocked down. I haven't had a single person have a negative response to my sprinkling of pixie dust in the last year. Not a single person. And the result is the people are happier and appreciative. And I've heard, I do not know how many thousand times, you made my day. So this is something each of us can do. We can go the hell out the front door with the intention of making people's day, of up-vibing them, of sprinkling them all over with pixie dust, with being a condiment. You're just this wonderful pineapple hot sauce that you're putting on their day. And it doesn't take a lot of work, but we do have to get rid of the fear of being loving. It's something our culture teaches us. You cannot be loving. You can be brusque, you can be pissed off, you can be sarcastic, you can be angry, you can be competitive. Those are good things. And so what we do is we go out and we're creating our reality. We're creating our reality. And the world you're walking in is full with love and with people with high vibrations, with people who stop and say, oh, you made my day. And do you know how that makes you feel? It's so wonderful. It's so wonderful. So get out there and show your appreciation for other people. It's really a strong way to move through the world. I want to ask you to please subscribe to my YouTube video. I really want to push my videos up higher so that more people can benefit. And I want to say to you, thank you so much for stopping and watching. I appreciate you.